All right, listen up, guys. On to the next video. This is how resisting change will block you from successfully manifesting. In my last video, I talked about how staying comfortable in a relationship can stunt your personal development and growth. If you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend checking it out. Specifically, we covered how resisting change and supporting each other to stay in a comfortable place can be detrimental to your growth as a person. In this video, we are going to go a little bit further and talk about how resisting change can also block you from successfully manifesting. So think about this. You can't stand where you are living because your neighbors are loud, or because you have no friends in the neighborhood and feel like nobody understands you. These are all just examples. Or let's say you have a job that you hate. So you're constantly wishing you lived somewhere else, or wishing you had friends or someone to talk to, or every day you're profusely complaining about your job. Well, most people know by now that gratitude is the number one rule of manifesting. That is right. If you are constantly thinking about what you don't have, oh, honey, those things you lack, all those things that you hate, the things that make you so sad, they are going to keep showing up. They are going to keep showing up in your life over and over and over again because you keep talking about them. So your brain is just going to keep processing all of the same scenarios and negative feelings over and over in your mind, like a hamster running on its little hamster wheel over and over again. So when you are on a hamster wheel, we'll call it a murky little vortex. It is very hard to imagine a happier neighborhood, for example, or open spaces, fresh air, real friends, a new job, living elsewhere, or just a happier place to be. Just because something feels comfortable for you, a job, a certain place to live, or a relationship, that does not mean it is good for you. And in my case, when you get too comfortable as an individual or in a relationship, you stop growing. Please comment and prove me wrong. Anytime I have been too comfortable in life was when I stopped significantly growing. And I just crave change, so I usually end up switching up my situation quick. So, how do you get out of the place that you're at? This next step is essential. You have to take that leap. You have to take that leap of faith and just move to a new hood. Get off that hamster wheel and go outside. Take a deep breath and imagine you are completely somewhere else. Use prayer and open yourself up to new friendships. And this is where change is good. See, you have to create space for your manifestations to come to fruition. If you're complaining about your friends, but you never want to go out or do new things like putting yourself out there to join a new community group, or you're hanging out with all the same friends you're trying to get away from, well, then how are you creating space for new friends? If you hate where you live and you're just praying for a new place to live but aren't actively searching for a place, or if you're younger and still living with your family, maybe too young to live on your own, and you're not telling who you live with or someone who can help you how you feel, then you're not creating the space and taking the necessary action to change your current situation and bring your new dream to fruition. We must create the action and we must believe it can happen. Side note, I'll add in here, if you are not perfect but dedicated to growth and you are in a relationship with someone who is afraid of change, for example, it is going to be very hard to grow together and make your relationship healthy and successful. So you got to be daring, you got to be bold, you got to be brave. You gotta be calm, you gotta be cool. Just kidding, that's a song. Okay, perhaps you're not ready to dive into that growth space though, which requires a lot of comfort, and not everybody is ready for that. Or, all right, I'm just using my recent relationship as an example since it's so fresh. If you are being closed-minded and maybe just not open to exploring yourself further, maybe it's not your fault. It's just because that's kind of where you're at mentally, where you feel safe, or maybe you haven't traveled a lot and you like staying in the same places and going to the same places over and over. It's going to hold you back if you're not open to other ways of life, learning about new things. If you think your way is the right way and, like that's the only way to live, that's just not the way it is. We're in a huge world with thousands of different cultures, languages. Like there's no one right way of living. So, Anyway, totally projecting on that recent relationship, but let's go back to, for example, some people are very comfortable in dependent relationships, and I am very cognizant of the detriments of dependency in a relationship, mostly because anytime I was given help, I've always done so much better on my own. This is because I know that it's in the discomfort that you find growth, and I am so insanely dedicated to my growth. So I know that in this life, it's really important for me to be with a partner who will also be so dedicated to their own growth. So I will leave you with this: grow through what you go through. I am not perfect, but I am growing. And I know that what I did was essential for this new version of myself as far as the breakup. Don't resist the change, make space, be open to create your new reality. And that, my friends, is how you can manifest easier, okay? And it's gonna, this video hopefully was helpful. Just subscribe to my channel, like the video if you liked it. I'm new to YouTube. Throw me a bone here, give me some creds. How resisting change will block you from successfully manifesting. You gotta embrace the change. You gotta be bold, bad, bold. You gotta be wiser. You gotta be calm. You gotta be cool. You gotta stay together. I don't know that song, like how it goes, but that's something how it goes. All right, I'm gonna leave you with that. Have a great day. Good luck with everything. Comment if you have anything to comment. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Peace out. See you later, guys.